Why did the old man talk to a rock? Why did the old man talk to a rock every morning? The villagers were puzzled. Mr. Jenkins would sit by the river, chat with a big stone, and laugh like it told the funniest jokes. One day, a boy named Timmy couldn't resist asking, "Why do you talk to a rock?" Mr. Jenkins grinned. "Because it gives the best advice. It listens, never interrupts, and helps me think." Timmy was skeptical. The next morning, he hid nearby to watch. Mr. Jenkins asked the rock, "Should I bake apple or cherry pie today?" He paused, nodded, and said, "Apple." "Excellent choice," Timmy burst out. "It didn't say anything. You're making it up." Mr. Jenkins chuckled. "Of course it didn't speak. But when I sit quietly, I find the answer in my own thoughts. The rock just helps me listen to myself." Inspired, Timmy found his own rock and named it Rocky. Soon the whole village started talking to rocks, solving their problems with newfound calm. And Mr. Jenkins? He just smiled, happy to share his wise secret. What was hiding under the bed? What was hiding under the bed? Mia asked herself this question every night after hearing strange noises. "It's probably just my imagination," she whispered. But when the scratching sounds returned louder, she knew she had to investigate. Armed with a flashlight and her bravery, which was running low, Mia knelt down and peeked under the bed. She expected to find dust bunnies or an old sock, but instead, she saw two glowing eyes staring back at her. "Who's there?" Mia demanded, her voice shaking. To her shock, a tiny creature crawled out. It was covered in blue fur, no bigger than a loaf of bread, with floppy ears and a mischievous grin. "Hi," it squeaked. "I'm Bongo." "Bongo?" Mia stammered. "What are you doing under my bed?" "I was hiding," Bongo said, munching on a cookie he'd pulled from who knows where. "It's cozy, and you drop lots of crumbs down there." Mia frowned. "You've been eating my snacks?" "Sharing is caring," Bongo replied cheerfully. Annoyed but curious, Mia asked, "Why do you make all those noises?" "Oh, that's just me trying to get comfy," Bongo said, twisting himself into a pretzel shape. "Beds are too hard, but your socks make great pillows." Mia sighed. "You can't just live under my bed?" Bongo's ears drooped. "But I'll be lonely." After a long pause, Mia relented. "Fine, you can stay, but no more stealing cookies and leave my socks alone." From that day on, Bongo became Mia's secret roommate. They shared midnight snacks, this time with permission, whispered stories under the bed, and even worked out a deal. Bongo would keep the room monster-free as long as the snacks kept coming. And the scratching noises? They stopped. Well, mostly. Every now and then, Mia heard a faint crunch, but she decided to let it slide. After all, who else could say they had a blue, cookie-loving buddy living under their bed?
Why he is dumbest kid in the world. A boy enters a barber shop and the barber whispers to his customer, "This is the dumbest kid in the world. Watch and I'll prove it to you." The barber holds a dollar bill in one hand and 2 quarters in the other, then calls the boy over and asks, "Which do you want, son?" The boy takes the quarters and leaves. "What did I tell you?" says the barber. "That kid never learns." Later, when the customer leaves, he sees the same boy coming out of the ice cream store. "Hey, son, why did you take the quarters instead of the dollar bill?" The boy licks his cone and replies, "Because the day I take the dollar, the game is over."